What's up? My name is Kenise and welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, if you're not new to this but you're true to this, Wagwan Girlish fam. Alright, as promised, today I'm going to be telling you guys the steps that I've been taking in order to be able to own my own home as a young unmarried person in Jamaica. So I know I touched some button a while ago. So if this sounds like you, then keep on watching. Alright, so if you guys are not new to my channel, then you'd have seen me do a rant in my last video, which was how NHT really expect young people, especially if you're young and you're not married, only expect you for own house. Because when you look on the price of the things and on the marketing, you look on the amount of money NHT give you, 1 and 1 not equal 2, you get like 15 and them number there, you say, then all this going to work out. Like, it just, the maths not add up, and then you have bills to pay, you have student loan, like, it just not work, right? So, in all honesty, for a very long time, home ownership did not seem like something that was attainable for me, right? My only options I saw was live with a partner or live with a parent. There was no in between. There was no like, Kenny's good girl, like, Mr. say you can't have something for yourself. Me never see it. Me couldn't see it. So like, for me, like, I had just put that to the back burner. Like, I just pushed it to the back of my mind. Only to me the concern about to pay off my student loan. Like, but if you do want to call me workless, but me just say no, But then I started all and I say, no. Like, there's just no way. I don't see, or I don't think I should just sit here and accept the fact that, I'm not gonna be able to own something for myself. Like, but that doesn't sit down good with me because Ella is a young girl with ambition. You hear me, I tell you? And but they just always want something what me can't say on my own. You understand what I say? Like, when I'm married, I want to be able to own property and all of that with my husband. But then for the time being, me want to be able to have something for myself where, you understand me? I say like my family can come and stay here. And you understand me can say hello. Me I bring something to the table. Like me not just come with me too long and me not like me a young girl with ambition like me say. And me I try to strive for certain things in a life. And I this me want. I this me have. You understand? Like, and let us be realistic. Not everything works out. So God forbid, something should go wrong in the future. I have someone for come back and nobody not gonna put me out of me though. I have nowhere for go. Go to me at night time and knock on people around and say, I'm good girl. Beg your catch no. I mean, if you've had that experience before, then no offense to you. I'm just saying. I always wanted, or it was always my desire in order to be able to achieve something for myself. So in doing research, the only way I saw that being possible was if I went through the route of construction. I know lots of persons don't want to do that, and from what I've heard, it is quite a stressful process, but that's how I see it possible for me. That's the only way I see that I'm going to be able to make it possible. So I'm going to be running through with you guys the steps. I did see though in my last video that somebody mentioned to me how they got their house and it was not through the route of construction, so I'll be sharing that story with you guys in the end. And thank you guys so much, by the way, for everybody that commented on my last video. I loved the conversations that happened, so I would really love to see that in this video as well, so that we can engage. Like, I really love talking to all of you. All right, so in terms of the steps, the first thing that you have to do, or one of the first things that I did was to go ahead and do my research. Okay, you have to know what things cost on the market. You have to know. So even if it is that you don't want to go through the route of construction, you have to know what things cost. Know what area it is that you want to live in. But you see, if it's just I want to go uptown and you not make no money, I don't know how it's going to work. Good girl, I don't know. Or sirs, I'm not sure. But look at the areas that you're interested in. See what land is like for that area, if there is even land in that area. And then as well, look at what the cost of houses are. Also, what you need to research is you need to go take a look at yourself and go down at NHT. I remember go pan them like a calculator, something, I don't know, download them app, I think them other app now, and find out how much money it is that you qualify for, right? If you notice, which this is what's going to happen, if you notice that what the prices are for what you're interested in, you're not going to get that much money from NHT, then go to your lending institution, find out what the best banks are in order to do a joint loan. I've heard JMMB is good for that, and I've heard JN is good for that. So if one VMBS is good for that, I've heard as well. So go out there, actively seek that and see what it is that you qualify for. Especially if you have other loans, you're going to realize that you're maybe not going to be able to qualify for an additional loan to help you with your housing. But go out there, research. There's no way that you're going to be able to do this unless you know what it is that you are working towards. So you see now, when you go out there and you do research, you're going to realize you're going to need to have some money put on, because even if you see the cost of something on the market, let's say you find a house that's reasonably priced, you're gonna have money put down. So say the house is $8.9 million. You're not going to just pay $8.9 million. There's so many fees that you have to pay. I'm not gonna go into details. I've already done 2 videos on, you know, what you need to know if you're gonna apply for a loan through NHT, as well as if you're gonna take a construction loan. So I've already listed out the requirements. You would have seen me talk about all those additional fees that nobody really tells you about. So what that means is you're going to need to have some money in savings, okay? Very important. I would advise at least $1 million, because that's the advice that was given to me. So, or even close to that, have some money set aside. So you have a save. There's no going around that. Especially if you're not earning that much money, yeah? You have to save. All right. So the next thing I would advise you to do is to be able to make certain sacrifices, and no matter what no face. Like, you have to do what you have to do, and you have to know what you work towards and make certain sacrifices. Now, there's beauty in everything, because with this COVID thing, if you're a person, or if you were a person that you feel like, say, every party or every pananak, as Jamaican people say, every pananak you did need for that, no pananak, so you have to stay home. So you should be able to save that money, right? I can use myself as an example. Guys, again, no semester film with the windows open, so please ignore the noises. Right, me can use myself as an example. Me's a young girl, would I like a car, you know, like would I love one car right now, for be able to just go about my business and go like for just have something more to say on my one, right? Not that I don't have access to a car, but I don't have a car for my personal self. And that's something that I've always wanted, but I have to know what it is that I'm trying to work towards. So I've not taken out a car loan for that very reason, because then that is going to be money going towards something that I could use for the bigger picture. And persons have actually looked at me and some work list already, you know, like, you don't want car, like, why have people that drive you around and this is that. Like, persons have actually said that to me, and I never feel no way, you know, because at the end of the day, I know what I am working towards and I know what I want. You understand what I mean? I say something now, but I pray where people are say you have to know what you want out of life and work towards it and make the sacrifice that you need to make, and about watching the face, yeah? So if you are living on your own as a young person right now and you want a house, remember saying you have to pay light, water, rent, okay? You have to, if you have student loan, which a lot of us do, you have to pay a student loan. So when you look at the money, you don't really have that much money set aside. So my tip for that is, if you have to move back in with your parents, nobody watch no face, you have to do what you have to do, lap your frack tail and do what you have to do, and move in with your parents for a very short period of time. If you don't have that option, see if you can find somewhere cheaper to live in the meantime, or try and get a roommate. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to do what you have to do. Like I said, know what you want out of life and be able to make the certain sacrifices. But now I'm gonna say me always make sacrifices, no, because sometimes, like, if I look back and I see where I probably could have done better with the savings, you understand, I haven't done that. So it's not an easy thing, but you have to be able to make sacrifices and save accordingly. All right, my next tip for you is to be able to clear off additional loans that you have. So if you have a student loan, if you have a car loan, if you have a loan where you take for help out your mother or somebody, try and clear off those loans as soon as possible, or get them as low as you possibly can. Whatever additional money that you have, try and pull it towards that loan so that you can clear those off, so that you can have access to more money, because you are going to need it. All right, next tip for you. I know Jamaican persons have a tendency that when you are doing certain things, you don't really want nobody knowing, you kind of add it up and you don't really want to talk. But when you're looking for things and you're looking for property, it's best sometimes that you tell people, you say to people, oh, you don't know about this, or oh, you don't know about that, because not everything is going to be listed in the paper and not everything is going to be listed online. You understand? So if you're putting things out there and saying to people, because you might genuinely just talk to somebody one day and them say, oh, you know, say I know about a place, or you know, say I might sell here. So I encourage you to go out there and talk to people, maybe seek out real estate agents and things like that, and see what options are out there for you. All right, my last and final tip to you is going to be realistic. Me not say don't dream big, but you have to be realistic and know that when you have the vision in your mind, if you're going through the route of construction of what exactly you want the place to look like, just know that in the first part it may not look like that. I don't know if you ever passed houses, like you see houses under construction, you realize that one little part of the house build up and the rest of the house don't build up. It's usually persons who are going through that route, right? So know that your house is probably gonna look like that in the initial stages. Like I know somebody that if you see her house now, like you couldn't even believe where it's coming from. Like lady moved in the house when there was dirt, literal dirt on the floor. I don't even know if there was any windows or anything like that in there. You understand what I say? So just know say it not gonna look like, oh, you have it envisioned in your mind at first. But that no means say go there, you're not going to get the mansion that you envision all along, okay? Because things is very, very dear. Alright, if you need to watch my video when I look on the tiles them don't active, I will link that video as well. When I look on the tile them and look see me I look on, but where's me look on? Me look on things upstairs, on furniture, me look on sink and base, all type of things me look on. And if you notice, even though their prices were reasonable, but you know things add up and you have to pay workmen and you have to take that into consideration. Something them add up. So you may not be able to put tile out the whole of the place before you go in. You understand me? I say like a problem so if you put piece of where's something you put piece of linoleum on your floor, that is okay, nothing wrong with that. You might not be able to put out the fancy cabinet them and them something again, nothing wrong with that. So you have to condition your mind, say yo, at the end of the day it's gonna be your own. Nobody cannot kick you out of it, right? And then you're gonna be now saving money that you're paying towards rent, and you can use this towards your own home. So it is very possible. It's just going to take a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of sacrifices on your end, and that's okay. It's going to be worth putting in. So if you are out there right now and you don't see any way possible and you're feeling discouraged, please don't feel discouraged. And know say as well, that's another tip I forgot to mention, know that this is going to take some time. Don't feel like say as you start looking, you're gonna find some people it work like that for them, but not everybody it goes. So like you might have to look for quite some time before you start something, and you're gonna start it now. I'm gonna tell the construction part going to take a little bit longer because NHC takes a while to give out the money and all of that stuff. And I take it if you use them to buy the land, you have to wait a little while before you start construction and whatever. So bear that in mind. So while you're going through that phase, you might have to maybe move in with somebody in order to save, because you're gonna have to start paying mortgage right away. You understand what I'm saying? For construction persons though, I think there is a time frame before they make you start paying your mortgage. I don't remember what that time frame is, but there's a gap that they give you before you start paying the mortgage, because I guess I understand that for parents and mortgage at one time it's a bit much. So be patient with the process, be patient with yourself, and have good people around you. I think that's key as well in anything that you're doing. You definitely need to have good people around you, people who are going to encourage you, people are going to motivate you, people who are going to help you. As you say, boy, Mr. say, yeah, try, I don't know, me buy like the sink for you or something, or you understand me? I say, more come paint out the place here and all of them or something. So have good people around you, that's so key. But the story that I was mentioning to you guys, so somebody in the comment section had said the last time that they had applied for one of the NHT developments, and initially their points was way far from what NHC had said. I don't know if I'll screenshot it and put it in here, but let's say that when the paper come out and them say, well, all right, people, I don't remember the exact point system, but she never did nowhere near which part the people them qualified. So the lowest point that had qualified for us, she never did nowhere near that, right? And obviously she had felt discouraged and all of that. But she said a couple months later, NHC called her, and like when I saw that comment, I got so excited. I don't even know this person from nowhere, you know, I don't know her from nowhere, but I saw that and I got so excited because I'm like, yo, there is hope. So if you don't want to go to route of construction and, you know, still try for the housing developments, because you never know. Listen to me, once God say, if you want to know that you're one, and I understand if you're a single parent and things like that, it may be hard for you to be able to be monitoring construction and doing all of that. So if you don't go that route, then still try for the developments with the 100% financing. Still try for those, because you never know, it might work out in your favor. You might be one of those commenters that are telling me the same thing, and I really hope and wish that for each and every one of you, because I know if you're watching this video, it's something that you want. And I'm really praying for each of you, and I declare that for each of you, that you are going to move in, that you're going to get the keys, that you are going to get what is yours. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this video was helpful. I really hope that I was able to bless somebody with this message today. I hope you got some amount of insight. Like, that's really all I want to do with this channel, is to just be able to help persons so you can maneuver things a little bit better. So if you found value in the content, then please feel free to share this video, drop something in the comment section. I'd really love to hear from you guys, because I really love chatting with you guys in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and watch up my video them, not just look at us content. Okay guys, we are friends now. Yeah, that's what I mean. So come here with good advice in life, you know, like, hello. Okay. All right guys, as always, please stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. Wow, good.